Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know the drill. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. Now, today I wanted to do a video on opportunities in the sports card market where a lot of items have gone up like crazy. And I don't want to chase. I may have chased a little bit earlier this year, but I have been very, in my opinion, careful in what I'm putting my money in right now. I've told you I've started selling some of the cards that for me have gone up at least 3-4 fold, and I've been doing that for at least 4 to 5 months. Now, lately I'm looking into autographs. That's right, autographs that a lot of people aren't looking at. Some people, what they do, they buy sports cards and they buy this one scarce card. It's a auto 10 and a PSA 10 card. And those cards go up huge amounts. And they may have bought it a few years ago. They're selling it now. I'm not talking about those type of cards. I'm looking at just specifically autographed items, and they could include sports cards. And here's a few of them right now. Let me start out with this one picture of Mike Ditka. It appears to be when they won the Super Bowl. I'm not sure. Regardless, this is autographed by Ditka. You could see the PSA label over here. And I have the certification over here. You could turn around that certification, then you could see that it shows that it's been examined by PSA. So I bought this, I think 2 weeks ago, and this cost about maybe $25-26. And I'm looking at PSA. Suppose I get an autographed item that's raw, that costs $30, okay? And then I go to PSA. PSA authenticates it. You have to pay at least $10 in shipping to them. Then you have to pay $35, and then they charge you another $15 to ship it out. So 45, it's about $60 just to send an autographed item. And online, if you get an item, it tends to be about on the low end $20 to $25 on there's when no COA. So you're already looking at one item cost $80 to get authenticated from PSA at least. A lot of these famous guys, $35. That's what PSA is charging. I don't know what they charged back in the day, but I'm looking at it today. And if I got this shipped, sales tax, everything, $26-27, I got a deal in my opinion. And I'm not even investing in this per se. Like, this is $26. This is more of my collection. This is something that I could, post on Instagram. I could show some of my friends this. This is just nice to have, in a man cave. So I'm not particularly looking to make money. Now, I know some people, when they're into sports cards or the collectibles, they want to make money. And I'm looking at this one guy. You guys have heard of him, Manny Pacquiao. This is an autograph of Manny Pacquiao, and this is a Nintendo 1989 card of I don't know if it's Super Mario Bros, but there's a guy punching an individual, and I found this card to be pretty nice. I think I paid about 130 for this, and someone would be like, "Hey, why are you paying that much for a Manny Pacquiao autograph card? Manny Pacquiao is retired." Well, I don't know if you followed the news the other week. In the Philippines, the leader Duerte, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, he's going to be retiring, from what I read. And who's next up in line in his party? From my understanding, it's Manny Pacquiao. In the Philippines, they love Manny Pacquiao. I don't know if you guys realized this in the Dave Chappelle show. I think his wife is Filipino, and for like any Filipino, if you meet them, they're huge on Manny Pacquiao. They always say he's the pride and joy of the Philippines. That's what that boxer announcer says. I think that boxer announcer was in that Wilder Fury fight last night too. The beginning parts of that. Regardless, I'm looking at Pacquiao. If he becomes the president of the Philippines, just from an investment perspective, right? I bought this card for two reasons, right? This just looks nice. I just like this card, and it's a Pacquiao's autograph. If Manny Pacquiao becomes president, all his sports cards, in my opinion, even though we've seen sports cards go up like crazy, I believe there will be an added premium to his sports cards. And some of his sports cards last year were going for about 2,000. Now the PSA 10, it's at least over $10,000 of his 1999 Japanese card out there, or it's come from a Japanese magazine. It's a cutout card. So if he becomes president, what's going to happen? It's going to go up. There was Ronald Reagan. He used to be, I believe, a B-list actor, if you call it that. And he became the governor of California, and then he became president of the United States. And there was also Donald Trump. Donald Trump was a celebrity back in the day, and still is right now. And he had that show, The Apprentice, and then he went on to be president. If you try to look for Donald Trump autographs, those have gone up in value, regardless of whether you like him or not. So I'm just looking at individuals who came from a different line of work and then became leaders of their country. Every one of their autographs, in my opinion, went higher, or they went up. And what will probably happen with Pacquiao over the long term? Any autograph that's a PSA or BGS is going to go up, in my opinion. Now, what type of leader will he be? I don't know. But the reality is, once you get to that level and you've had success in the boxing arena, your sports cards should go up, in my opinion. I was shy about buying Pacquiao cards back in the day because there were rumors that he allegedly used steroids. But now you could throw it out the window. If he's the leader of a country, you had 2 and 2. It should be a good investment, in my opinion. In my opinion, I'm not telling you to buy it. Okay, I just want to reiterate that. Now, what other opportunities are out there? I know some people are speculating in basketball cards. I'm not looking at basketball cards right now, even though some people have made decent money in the preseason. I see comments about that. I believe that that market's going to get crushed in the coming years because of the high pop size. Unless someone has a low pop size card and they hold it for a while, okay, and it's in high demand, it's probably going to do well if they bought it cheap. But otherwise, I'm not interested in that market. What I'm also interested, I've told you time in and time out, I'm looking at UFC. I'm looking at some of these guys that are not getting too much love on the rookie cards. I told you John Jones I'm looking at, and a few other fighters as well. What other opportunities can there be? There are opportunities, in my opinion, in the Marvel arena. I am not an expert in that. One individual on Instagram, and he also posts on my YouTube, I think is Stacking Gem X. I think that's what he is on YouTube. Not on YouTube, but on Instagram. He has all sorts of cool Marvel cards out there. And if someone knows the Marvel market, that's an opportunity where people can make a ton of money. Me, I have watched some Marvel movies, but I'm not an expert in it. So that's why I'm staying on the sidelines in regards to Marvel. I specifically right now, my aggressive moves will be in the autograph arena. And I don't care about any crash whatsoever in autographs. If the market crashes, okay, that's fine. because, like I told you, if I got this for $20, I'm not saying every autograph's $25 with the PSA COA logo or certification. I'm just saying that I'm not going to lose a whole huge chunk of money. I see people like putting in thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in one particular card, and that card could potentially crash. People that were buying Mike Trout cards, for instance, the PSA 10, earlier this year, $6,000. Now it's cut almost in half. So I want to look at these cheap autographs that I could put in my collection, and if it goes up in value, great. I'll sell it later in the future. Now, some people may say, hey, I can't flip autographs really quickly. I understand. This is not a short term flip game. You're not going to get too much arbitrage if you find a raw autograph and send it to PSA. I understand that. I'm looking at it more of a long term holding in my portfolio and in my collection. And the other thing is, I am, like I told you, a few years from now, as I've told you about the economy, I don't like what I'm seeing. And that's why I see pressure in the next few years. And potentially, if there is some sort of banking crisis like we saw in 2008, but 2008, everything was bailed out. What if they don't bail the system out again? So I want assets outside, or I want items outside the banking system. And these autographs, if I need the money right away for whatever reason, I could just sell it on eBay. I could sell it through a consignment company as well if it's a higher end autograph. And then I could eventually get money paid to me there. And that's what I'm doing right now. And I know some people will look at this and be, no, I want to flip. I want to arbitrage aggressively. That's fine. That's your thing. I do that in the stock market on a daily basis in the options market. So I'm looking at this from a different perspective than some of you guys are. You flip really aggressively in Star Stock or Comp C. I aggressively flip options, and sometimes those option trades I may hold no more than 5-6 hours. And I look at deep in the money puts, deep in the money calls. That's how I operate. That's how I get some extra income to play with in the collectibles arena. So everyone has their different way of investing, collecting, speculating, etc. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Do you guys collect any autographs? I don't see too many people collecting autographs. I see a lot of people, they want to make money, which is fine because this is not a way to make quick money, fast money. But right now, I don't see any quick ways to make money. Sure, people can play probably the seasonality trends where once the season ends, you can buy a decent card, flip it before the season starts. Okay, that's easy. But this is not like March of 2020, May of 2020, where you could buy items, sell it in 2 months. You could buy another card, sell in 2 months, and the cycle repeats and return. I mean, you rinse and repeat. I don't see that same outcome like it did about, what, 16, 17 months back. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below, guys. Thanks. Bye.